Blackpink members show love for Jisoo and her drama Snowdrop plus Jisoo responds. Blackpink's Jennie and Rosé made a sweet show of support for their bandmate Jisoo and her upcoming drama. On December 16, Jisoo attended an online press conference for the new JTBC drama Snowdrop, which will mark her first leading role as an actress. Shortly afterwards, both Jennie and Rosé took to Instagram stories to show love for Jisoo by posting photos of her from the press conference. Rosé wrote in her caption, "My uni, older sister or female friend, is pretty. Snowdrop, let's become a hit." Meanwhile, Jennie referred to Jisoo by the name of her character in Snowdrop, writing, "Our young Ro. Looking forward to the drama." Jisoo went on to respond to both of her members' posts on her own Instagram story. On her repost of Rose's story, she affectionately wrote, "Choose Stalker King E," while she wrote to Jennie, "Thanks, dumpling. Let's make and eat dumplings again." In a live broadcast later that day, Jisoo mentioned that Lisa had also sent her a text message after the press conference. Jisoo revealed, "Lisa may have watched my conference because she sent me a message earlier saying, 'Uni, you're pretty. You worked hard.'" Jung Hae-in and Blackpink's Jisoo dish about working with each other, how they were cast for Snowdrop, and more. Ahead of its December 18 premiere, JTBC's upcoming drama Snowdrop held an online press conference. On December 16, Snowdrop leads Jung Hae-in and Blackpink's Jisoo were joined by producing director, PD, Jo Yeon-tak for the drama's press conference. The drama also stars Yoon Na, Jang Sung-jo, Yoon Se-ah, Kim Hae-yoon, Young Yoo-jin, Hyo Jun-ho, Kim Young-nan, Park Sung-won, and Jung Hae-young. Directed and written by the Sky Castle team, Snowdrop takes place in Seoul in 1987. The drama tells the love story between Soo-ho, Jung Hae-in, a student at a prestigious university who rushes into a women's university covered in blood one day, and Young Ro, Jisoo, a student at the women's university who hides and takes care of him despite facing danger under close surveillance. PD Jo Yeon-tak explained the drama's title, sharing, "The title was suggested by the writer. Within snow, a snowdrop is a blooming flower that pierces the snow, and what it symbolizes is that spring is not too far away. It also symbolizes that if you hold out a little longer, spring is coming." In the dorms, Jung Hae-in and Jisoo experience an accident that they cannot handle, but within that harsh ordeal, there is still a message of hope that the title captures. To add, I was also drawn to the word. Even before the drama had premiered, parts of the synopsis began to circulate around online communities and the program was criticized for potentially distorting historical facts. Although JTBC addressed these concerns at the time, PD Jo Yeon-tak gave additional comments at the press conference. He shared, "Snowdrop is a plan that writer Yoo Yeon-mi has prepared for a long time. She says she was inspired by the writing of a North Korean defector who escaped from a concentration camp in 2008. Following that, she endured many ups and downs until the story was finalized, and included her own experience of women's dorms from attending university in the 1980s. As those connections were combined, the details of Snowdrop emerged." He continued, "As it began from the writing of a North Korean defector, there are mentions of North Korea in the material, but rather than it being political or ideological, it's about the person from North Korea. Instead of focusing on North Korea, I thought that we try to look deeply and get a closer look at the person." While Jo Yeon-tak explained that the producers reflected on their mismanagement that led to the spread of the synopsis, he added that Snowdrop was still a project created with responsibility and a sense of duty and asked viewers to personally confirm this by watching the premiere. Regarding the choice to cast Jung Hae-in and Jisoo, Jo Yeon-tak commented, "From the beginning stages, Jung Hae-in was an actor I really wanted to work with. Right from when we were making the synopsis, I had Jung Hae-in and our writer in mind as top priorities and prepared as I materialized." He added, "That's how I was rejected after making an offer to Jung Hae-in. I turned over a new leaf and suggested it again, and thankfully after numerous considerations, he said yes. The day Jung Hae-in agreed, we met for drinks, and that was one of my happiest days while working on Snowdrop." About Jisoo, the PD shared, "Although the writer and I are preparing the character of Young Ro, we can't know what kind of person she is. We thought that the actor would have to come and complete the character, but we didn't think that a rookie actress would play Young Ro. However, as soon as I saw Jisoo, I thought, that person is Jung Hae. As soon as I met her, I remember imploring and compelling her saying, you have to do it no matter what. Although I had no dignity, I remember it was hard to hide my feelings, so I just suggested it. Jung Hae-in plays Suha, a student from Germany who studies at a prestigious university. He has a soft charm and a sweet smile, but also has a mysterious aura to him. One day after a mysterious event, Suha rushes into Jung Hae's women's dorm covered in blood. Jung Hae-in shared why he chose Snowdrop, explaining, I had trust in the director and writer and the story was so fun. That was a large part. When I first met the director, I was very confident in the unpredictable ending and the development. I thought that if we were to create a project together on set, it would be fulfilling and I'd be able to act happily. He had such complete trust in me that I couldn't say no. Since the character had a lot of action scenes by nature, I had to perfectly prepare my physical strength. If you look at it one way, the character of Im Soo-ho is a pure youth, but he's a man with strong leadership that changes after meeting Jung Hae and discovers the emotions of love. Blackpink's Jisoo will be taking on her first lead role in Snowdrop as Jung Hae, a cute and bright English major at a women's university. When she runs into Soo-ho for the first time in her dorms, she falls in love at first sight and secretly takes him in to treat his wounds. Jisoo commented, I was nervous because this is a field I'm trying for the first time, but once I was doing it on set, it felt like I had become Jung Hae. Everyone took such good care of me, so I filmed enjoyably. Jisoo continued, before I went to my audition, I was reading the script and was drawn to Jung Hae because she had such a bright charm. I thought it'd be good if I could share that bright energy with others. I think I have a lot to learn from Jung Hae, who is bright and tries to give lots of people energy, despite not having lived a smooth life herself. I learned a lot while acting as Jung Hae. The two actors also discussed their chemistry. Jung Hae-in shared, each filming was a consistent sequence of surprises. Acting is something you create together with the opposite person, but she was so considerate and would immediately understand and implement directions from the director for scenes we were filming together, which is not easy. This could take time, but I was surprised that the period was so short and was surprised because she was implementing it so well. Since the character at the center of the plot is Jung Hae, there are a lot of people around her. Within that, she was stable and made sure that the other students in the dorm could act comfortably. That's why I was thankful. Jisoo added, since I was acting for the first time, I wasn't sure how I was coming out on video and was lacking in many aspects. Jung Hae-in led me along well and treated me comfortably, so it was an environment that I could focus more in. To conclude, Jung Hae-in shared, Snowdrop was created over a long period of time by the hard work of many people. It's going to be really fun. I hope you enjoy it. Inevitably, the dorms were a really important setting, and through this opportunity, I want to say thank you to all the actors who were there with me. There were things there that I couldn't have gotten caught up in or do all by myself. I received a lot of help. Thank you. Jisoo continued, I think a really great drama will come out through the work of many staff members, good music, and good production. I hope you will give lots of love to Snowdrop, which premieres this week. Please watch enjoyably. PD Jo Yun Tak commented, there isn't much time left before the premiere. After starting with a small excitement of Jung Hae-in and Jisoo's love story, they end up experiencing an extreme pain that one person cannot endure. Please stay tuned to find out whether their love is a blessing or a curse. JTBC Snowdrop premieres on December 18th at 10:30 p.m. KST.
What are your thoughts for this news? Share your thoughts with K-pop Radar on the comments section. And by the way, I'm really sorry if I pronounced name or title wrong. I hope you enjoyed the video.